Okay, so I know that there's nobody watching me right now, but I wanted to start early just in case I make a mistake or I have to reset it or something. This is the first time I've gone YouTube Live. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting for humans to join, then I will play around with the robot arm I was making today. Is it this way? It's this way. So I'm going to start reading at 5:30. Or maybe a little bit after 5, depends. I think probably people are busy, so then I'll just post the video later. Uh-oh, now I've got a problem. Okay, I'll pull this out. Okay, so the kids got to test theirs today in camp, but I haven't tested mine yet. So look, here's my arm. Okay, tomorrow we're gonna set up this joint. Yes, it's a robot arm. Oh, okay, right. And then this is, I might have to adjust it a little bit to get it to fully extend. But, ooh, okay, how nice. Okay, we have about 4 more minutes until I start reading, so I'm just messing around with the things I made today. I don't have like any chat or anything because this is made for children. So then they said that I can't do a live chat. So then if kids want to send me messages, then I guess they can do it on my Instagram. Hold on, I can do this. Let's see. Oh, I just got an email from myself. Uh-oh, gonna fall down. Okay, email from myself that says that I am now currently live. So if you would like to message me, I guess I will, what I'll do is I'll also live Instagram because then I can have a chat. So complicated, so many technologies. So I'm going to, it's 27. Oh, I have a clock up there. It's 27-ish. Okay, so then I'm gonna do a live here so that I can just see a chat. Now I'm not gonna tell, oh, what's happening? Oh no. I'm gonna put it like this. So then if you guys want to send me a message, then my Instagram's also live, so you can send me a message. I will be reading on 2 platforms. I'm big into technology, but this is kind of complicated. Okay, so a couple more minutes and then we'll get started. Here's my, and then on YouTube, I'll make a like a little timestamp to let you know when the actual reading starts, and it's not just me messing around with my robot arm. So I'm gonna put it like this. Oh yeah. Put out the syringe, and then like that. And then tomorrow we'll do this joint so that the crane will move up and down this way. And then we have to do one more, the robot hand, so it'll move open and close. So then only thing I can do right now is move it up and down, which is pretty cool, but not exactly what our final product. Okay. So got 2 more minutes and we're doing nothing. I have nothing to do. I should read a book, but if I read a book to myself, I might forget because I'm alone here and nobody's going to tell me, oh, it's 5:30, you should read a book. Oh, hi, Julia. I'm doing, what is that? Oh, it's a crane, yeah. We had science camp today, but I'm doing a read aloud for the little kids or kids who are at home because everybody's kind of stuck at home. So then a lot of teachers are doing stuff like they're doing read alouds or they're doing like sing-alongs, but I can't do a sing-along. Oh, I can't even think about doing a sing-along. Okay, so one more minute, and then I can just read stuff and I don't have to sit here and wait. I'm not good at waiting. Oh, I can make it crawl across the floor. Let me put it like here. Like this. Oh, not crawling. Like this. Okay. Oh yeah. It's not working. Okay. So it's 5:30. Thank goodness. I'm going to start reading. I think I'm going to read for about an hour, and then I'm going to go home and go to sleep because I had STEM and writing intensive this morning. So I've been teaching for almost a full day now, and I am very, very sleepy. And I'm hoping that all the kids who came to camp are now sleeping. Oh, the syringe, just Julia, who's my sister-in-law, the syringe pulls the air in and out, and see, there's another matching syringe, and they're joined by a tube. Julia is a nurse, everybody, so she's like, what are you doing with my medical equipment? It's just, we're going to put water in it, so it's like a pressure power, so it's powered by pressure of air. Okay, so it moves. So we're going to make like a really complicated robot arm. That's science. That's a separate thing. So now I'm going to start reading. So I'm going to start off, I've got a giant pile of books, guys. And what I'll do is when I have the final YouTube video, I'll put a timestamp of what books I started at what time. So the first one we're going to read is Big Bad Bubble by Adam Rubin, illustrated by Daniel Salmieri. So then this is one of my favorite teams of like writer illustrator teams. They've brought you such fan favorites as Secret Pizza Party, which is in my pile also, and Dragons Love Tacos. So they're big kid favorites. So Big Bad Bubble. Words by Adam Rubin. Pictures by Daniel Salmieri. Big Bad Bubble. Well, look at it. There's the bubble. It's a big bad bubble. It says, for the annoyance, Mick, Jen, and all of my other fearless friends, Adam Rubin, and for Adrian and Will. So this is their dedication. If you write a book, you get to dedicate it to someone, you know? Okay. You may not know this, but when a bubble pops, it doesn't just disappear. It reappears in La La Land, where the monsters live. So here's some monsters. There they are. Scary. For some reason, all the big, scary monsters are terrified of bubbles. Yerbert, what's the matter? Fruitful, why are you running away? Wumpus, stop crying. Tell Wumpus to stop crying. They're having meltdowns in this bubble. There are probably some dogs out there that are scared of bubbles too. Turns out it's all Mogo's fault. This is Mogo. When he was little, a chewing gum bubble attacked his face. Since then, all he can talk about is how dangerous bubbles are. There's baby Mogo having his traumatic incident with bubbles. This is Mogo speaking. Bubbles are sneaky. You never hear them coming. When there's one bubble, there are many bubbles. They travel in packs. Summer is the worst time for bubbles. That's when they go into a feeding frenzy. So he's got today's lesson is all about bubbles. There are his illustrations of different bubble activities. Don't listen to Mogo. He has no idea what he's talking about. I'll admit it's a bit surprising when a bubble suddenly appears out of nowhere. But that's part of the deal with living in La La Land. On the plus side, donuts grow on trees and the rent is cheap. So it says for rent, $26 per month. Oh boy. And look at the size of this place. It's got fountains, it's got statues. I don't know if I need that much space. But I'm very interested in this donut tree. Donut tree. Big into donut trees. Okay. Hey, look, here comes a bubble now. Yerbert, stop running around in circles. You have giant fangs. Foofle, climb down from that tree. Look at your claws. You have pointy claws. Wumpus, Get out from under those covers. You're much too big for that bed anyway. There they all are. Bubble monsters, or bubbles kill thousands of monsters every year. No, they don't. Oh yeah? Prove it. Look, here's a bubble. It's just a thin layer of soap and water wrapped around a ball of air. It's soft and delicate. It couldn't hurt a fly. You could pop it with a little finger. Here we go. Yerbird, use your fangs. Froofle, use your claws. He's going in. His eyes are closed, but he's being brave. Wumpus, don't be scared. It's just a teeny tiny, oh wait, that's kind of a big one. That is a big bubble. He's a goner. Quiet, Mogo. Go on, Wumpus. You can do it. Tell Wumpus he can do it. Kaboom! See? Mogo doesn't know what he's talking about. There's no reason to be afraid. Oh, enjoy your bubble gum, Yerbert. Have fun popping your bubble wrap, Froofle. Oh boy, that is a big bath full of bubbles, Wumpus. Tell Wumpus to save some water for the fish. Splash! Like a Wumpus. Fine. Maybe bubbles aren't so dangerous after all. Butterflies, on the other hand. The Truth About Butterflies by Mogo Pogo. There's a butterfly for you. Yikes! Are butterflies really that scary? Look at it. And then there are the monsters. All scared of that little butterfly. Yeah, Mogo's freaking out. Okay, so that was Big Bad Bubble by Adam Rubin. Okay, we're going to pick another one. I did have kind of a mix of books here because I feel like reading books aloud is kind of like making a playlist. You want to have some like ups and downs. So let's see. I know I'm going to read this one because I got an actual request for this one. This one's a bit of a long one. It's about Fiona. What should we do next? We're going to do... yes, maybe this one. Okay, so our next book is going to be Julia's House for Lost Creatures. It's written by Ben Hatke. He does a lot of comic books, and he also does a very, very, he wrote the Goblin story, the one that we all like in the lab. We like the Goblin story. So this is Julia's House for Lost Creatures by Ben Hatke. It has great illustrations. So if you're ever in the lab and you want to borrow a book and you just want to look at some nice pictures, here we are. I think that's a cat, but it looks like it's sewn out of pieces. So how delightful. Julia's House for Lost Creatures. Oh, yeah. And so then there's Julia's House for Lost Creatures. And we noticed something strange about that house, guys. There's something going on with this house. That is not a normal house. Julia's house came to town. So she's come to town in her house, and she comes out of her house with that mailbox, and she goes, chuck! And she stuck that mailbox in the ground and settled by the sea. That's a nice choice. Well, you can see like it's a turtle. That evening, there was a warm fire and toast and tea, and all the house was quiet. Beautiful house. Lots of things. There's, it says too quiet. So the house was too quiet. She's got a lot of stuff in her house. So Julia ran to her workshop. She got out her tools and her paints and went to work. It's my kind of kid. So she was bored, so she decided to do something. I wonder what she's doing. She looks like she's painting something. She made a sign. Okay. She hung the sign up outside the front door. It said, Julia's House for Lost Creatures. It's a nice sign. And then she waited. She didn't have to wait for long. Scritch, scritch. So there's somebody at the door. She waited. She's cleaning stuff. So the sign worked. Patched up Kitty came to stay, and it was nice to have a friend, even if he wasn't like other kitties. So tell me if you can spot what kind of kitty is that? Patched up kitty. So maybe it looks like he's made of patched up stuff. Before long, there was another knock at the door. It went boom, boom, boom. That's a big sound. So the scratch, scratch was the kitty. So I wonder what the boom, boom, boom is. It means maybe it's scary. The kitty's interested though. The kitty's coming. Whoa. It was a very sad troll. The city had torn down his bridge, and he asked if he could please stay, just until he could get back on his feet. That's a big troll. He barely fits through the door. Look at that troll. Okay. Julia had just settled the troll into her best chair, so she had given the troll her best chair to sit in, when there was another knock. There were also scrapes, scratches, whines, bangs, barks, and bellows. Oh boy. Her house sounds like it's about to become popular. We'll go slowly from left to right. These are all the creatures that came to her house. Soon, Julia's house was filling up with lost and homeless creatures of every description. They asked for towels and soap, tea and toast. Oh boy. Yeah. I'm sure some parents can relate at this point. There's a lot of people in the house at one time. They had ideas of their own. They spilled things and they didn't clean up. And then the troll found Julia's old record player. Oh. Look at Julia's face. She's not into that. That is not what she's interested in. Stop! Shouted Julia. Everybody stop! They're literally coming out of her house. What's that giant purple thing? Hold on, wait a second. That big old purple thing. Okay. The creatures stopped what they were doing and stood shuffling their guilty feet. Julia ran to her workshop and closed the door. Do not disturb. She stayed in there for a long time. Oh, poor the kitty. I kind of feel bad for the kitty. Okay. When she finally came out, Julia had a new sign. Now everyone had a job. That's right, Julia. Give those kids jobs. Oh, no, sorry. I mean monsters. I mean creatures. Okay. So this is Julia's house chore chart. It says rules: clean messes, wipe your feet. The dragon thing, the dragon serpent thing, his job is kitchen, making toast, making tea and jam. The mermaid's job is to wash the dishes, cups, plates, knives, and forks. The ghostie's job is to dust and polish. I think these are gnomes. The gnomes have to put wood in the fireplace and do cleaning. And the fairies have to mop and sweep the floors. It's a legit chore chart. The dragon made toast, and the mermaid washed the dishes. The Folletti, these are Folletti, sorry, my bad. The Folletti tended the fire, the goblins mopped up, the ghost was in charge of dusting, and the troll picked out the music. That's nice, the troll doesn't look so sad anymore. A lot of chores. At last, there was a warm fire and tea and toast for everyone, and all the house was quiet again. Except, whoosh, drip, 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 creak. So then it looks like nice and peaceful. What a nice turtle house. But uh-oh, we got some problems. I wonder how that happened. So Julia got out of bed and made one more sign. She put it up outside the door, and then she waited. Tap, 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 tap. So one more sign. I wonder what she's waiting for. There's the tap taps, and she's running to the door. I hope she gets what oh, my goodness. She didn't have to wait for long. The sign says, help wanted, repairs, odd jobs, and then with 2 double underlines, plumbing. So here's a robot. It's like a robot man, and he's got little robots with him. It's a robot with robots. And then there they all are. The end. Those happy little robots. They're so cute. Whoa, so cute. Okay. So if you're just joining, I'm doing a YouTube live on YouTube, but because it's a kids one, they don't allow live chat. So I have no idea. Yeah, they look like minions. I have no idea what anybody wants to say to me. So if you want to talk to me during the live chat, or you want me to see something, like you want to share something, I'd love that. But I can only see the comments on the Instagram one. So confusing. But we will follow YouTube's rules because that is what we do. What time is it? Okay, so we've gone 15 minutes. Let's do The Legend of Rock, Paper, Scissors. Okay, this one, okay. This one's by Drew Daywalt. Or, yeah, I think it's Daywalt. So then, let's see. I'm going to have to get closer for this one. Okay, so from the author of The Day the Crayons Quit, which is a super famous book, this is The Legend of Rock, Paper, Scissors. Pictures by Adam Rex. They're great pictures. Another one. Maybe it's just that I pick books with excellent illustrations. Okay, so it says, The Legend of Rock, Paper, Scissors by Drew Daywalt, illustrated by Adam Rex. 1, 2, 3. Go. Long ago, in an ancient and distant realm called the Kingdom of Backgarden, there lived a warrior named Rock. Rock was the strongest in all the land, but he was sad because no one could give him a worthy challenge. There's Rock. Rock's. You guys can pick your favorite characters, but just out of the gate, Rock's my favorite character. Look at that tennis ball in the background. He is so freaked out by Rock. Look at that. Does Rock look like one of my cousins? I don't know. Okay. Rock traveled to the mysterious forest of over by the tire swing, where he met a warrior who hung on a rope holding a giant's underwear. Drop that underwear and battle me, you ridiculous wooden clip man. I will pinch you and make you cry, Rock Warrior. So then he's going to fight the clothespin. There he is. There's the clothespin. Sorry, Julia. There you go. Yeah. Rock. Rock versus Clothespeg. Rock is victorious. Look at him. Look at him in his face. Oh, he's got teeth. I never saw that before. That's kind of weird. Okay. Kind of strange. Rock. Even though he had won, Rock was still unsatisfied. So he journeyed on to the mystical tower of Grandma's favorite apricot tree. There he was met by an odd and delicious fruit. Look at that face. You, sir, look like a fuzzy little bum. What? I challenge you to a duel. Then let us battle. Is it Rock? Fearless. Rock versus Apricot. I will beat you, Rock, with my tart and tangy sweetness. We don't have ESPN right now, so this is like the most sports I'm getting. Rock is victorious. Ugh, I am smooshed. And yet, smooshing you has brought me no joy. Are you not entertained? They were entertained, but the battle had been too easy. So Rock left the kingdom of Backgarden, still in search of a worthy foe. Look at all the creatures in the back garden. Look at, there's a bucket. There's a pumpkin. And there's that tennis ball again. That tennis ball. The tennis ball's face. He's always looking unhappy. Does he ever look happy? Oh, look at, and there's some kind of creature here. I never noticed it before with a hand. So there's animals too. Meanwhile, in the empire of Mum's study, that's like an office, on lonely and windswept Desk Mountain, a second great warrior sought the glory of battle, and his name was Paper. Even though he was the cleverest warrior in all the land, he was also sad, because no one could outwit him. He set out across Desk Mountain to find his match. There, he met a large and square monster. You guys see who the monster is? There's Paper. He's adorable. Paper's adorable. And his little Paper. Here you go. There's Paper. This, a lot of kids might not recognize because printers don't look like this anymore. But this is a printer. It's a laser jet printer, circa 2006. I gobble up the likes of you and spit them out every day, little Paper. Oh? Then taste my fury, giant box monster. Paper versus computer printer. No, not a paper jam. Paper is victorious. So Paper jammed up that printer. Boy, did I spend a lot of days in high school on jamming my printer. Okay. Having beaten the fiercest fighter of Desk Mountain, Paper climbed down to the pit of Office Rubbish Bin, where he battled the most terrifying horde of creatures in all the land. The half-eaten bag of trail mix. Look at his little legs. Now what? Oh, he's got also, I like Paper's detail. He's got a little whale on him. Somebody drew on him and then let it go. Yes. Snack Valley. Paper versus half-eaten bag of trail mix. Ah! Foul wizard! He's blotted out the sun! Run for your lives, laddies! Look at his face. Okay. There he goes. Terrorizing the trail mix. Paper wins again! Can no one beat me? And so, with a heavy heart, Paper departed the empire of Mum's study. At the same time, in the kitchen realm, in the tiny village of Junk Drawer, there lived a third great warrior. They called her Scissors. And she was the fastest blade in all the land. She, too, was unchallenged. On this day, her first opponent was a strange and sticky circle man. Let us do battle, you tacky and vaguely round monstrosity. I will battle you and I will leave you beaten and confused with my adhesive and tangling powers. Do you see her enemy? She found him in the desk drawer. Or no, was it desk drawer? Kitchen drawer. Everybody's got a kitchen drawer. If I still, oh, look at the little pencils. Look at the little pencils. There's a Cyclops pencil and then there's a pencil with two eyeballs. Witnesses. The keys are also very nice. They also have some kind of menu back here. It says Thai food. Scissors versus roll of tape. Scissors is victorious. We could have guessed that. She just chopped them in little pieces. Scissors forged on across the kitchen realm to the frigid wastes of refrigerator / freezer. There she met her most fearsome adversaries yet. Dinosaurs made of frozen breaded chicken. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a chicken nugget right now. I have come from the far reaches of kitchen to battle you, a bizarre and yummy breaded dinosaurs? bow before our child-pleasing shapes and flavors, Sword Master. No one can resist our crunchy awesomeness. Scissors versus dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets. Dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets win? Look at them. That one looks especially angry and kind of delicious. I'm gonna eat dinner after this, guys. I'm hungry. No, wait. No, they don't. Scissors is victorious again. Am I so good that not even dinosaur chicken nuggets can beat me? And so, Scissors, like rock and paper before her, traveled beyond her own kingdom, seeking out a challenger who was her equal. Here they go. Oh, Scissors. Look at, she cut all their little heads off. Such violence. Okay, hold on. Went ahead, my bad. Then one day, in the great cavern of two-car garage, because that's what we've got in other countries, is a garage big enough for two cars, Rock and Scissors came face to face. I hope you're wearing your battle pants, Rock Warrior. If by battle pants you mean no pants, but I'm willing to fight you, then yes, I am wearing my battle pants, weird scissory one. Again, he's my favorite. Rock's my favorite. Rock versus Scissors with rockets in the background and like pyrotechnics. Battle. Who will win? An epic and legendary battle ensued, but ultimately, Rock is victorious. You have made me so happy by beating me. I wish I felt your joy, Scissors, for I have yet to meet a warrior who can beat me. Staring off into the distance, thinking about how he's going to get beaten by something. Hi there. Those are fighting words. Wait, what? It's Goober face. Oh, Rock's ready to go. Fighter. Rock versus paper. There's Rock versus paper. There's like they made those ninja stars out of paper that I don't know what those are called still. I've been here for 8 years. Shuriken, but they're not because they're shaped like little stars. I don't know. There's Rock, and he's been beaten. He looks really sad, but don't worry, guys. He's not gonna be super sad. This is the best day of my life. Thank you for winning, oh great knight of paper. That's fine for you, but it looks as though no one will ever beat me. Not so fast, paper. Wait, what? There's paper thinking about his life. There's Scissors. She's ready to fight. Scissors versus paper with a tiger background because they like tigers. Tigers and fighting. Rawr, epic fight. It says, you beat me. She cut his mouth for him, but he doesn't look upset. But he definitely lost. He lost that one. And the three great warriors hugged each other and danced for joy, and they became best friends. Finally, they had each met their matches. They were so happy, in fact, that they began to battle again. Round and round they went in the most massive and epic three-way battle of all time. And it is said that this joyous struggle still rages on to this very day. That is why children around the world, in back gardens, on playgrounds, and yes, even in classrooms, though we're not right now, still honor the three great warriors by playing, there they go. Rock, paper, scissors. Okay, All right, I have to drink some water after that one. That's always a good one to read, right? Okay, so that was Legend of Rock, Paper, Scissors. Miss Lee's gonna go take a drinking break. I think, what should we read after that one, guys? I have no idea. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go get my water. I'm parched. Oh, I'm so thirsty. Okay, let's see. Shall I read Secret Pizza Party? How will I even know? I know I can't see any children. Okay, so let's see. We should, after that very exciting one, we should probably have like a calm down one, right? Okay. Let's see. This is like one that parents want to read to their kids, but I'm going to finish with Dragon Knight. So, let's see. Shall we read Secret Pizza Party? Oh, thank you for the cushion compliment. Okay, Secret Pizza Party, shall we, guys? Okay, so this one is also by Adam Rubin and Daniel Salmieri, but I know this one's like a popular read, and we love raccoons. I know we don't have them here, but I liked them even in America when I had to hide my garbage from them. Love raccoons. Okay, so this is Secret Pizza Party by Adam Rubin and illustrated by Daniel Salmieri. We can see our little guy here. It's a big old raccoon. I'm gonna scoot closer to the screen. Gonna get closer. Okay, good. Okay. Here we go. Whew, pizza. Secret Pizza Party by Adam Rubin, illustrated by Daniel Salmieri. It says Uncle Mark's Pizza. That's the location that we're at. Poor raccoon. All he wants in life is some pizza. Look at all those people enjoying that pizza. There's poor raccoon stuck outside. If only he knew how to ask politely. He's trying. Pizza. So beautiful, you could hang it in a museum. So convenient, you could eat it in a bathtub. Although I'm sure your parents wouldn't like that. But look at, he says, pizza's so beautiful, you can put it in a museum next to like real artwork. What do you guys think? What would be more interesting, an art museum or a pizza museum? And then, so convenient, you can eat it in the bathtub. Again, I'm not sure how mom would feel about that. Of course, the best part about pizza is the gooey cheesiness, salty pepperoniness, sweet tomato-ness, and crispity, crunchity crust. Yum. I shouldn't have read this one. I'm hungry. Okay. Sorry, raccoon. I didn't mean to rub it in. Hey, cheer up. I just had a great idea. Let's throw a pizza party at your house tonight. Shh, don't tell anyone. This will be a secret pizza party. That raccoon. Does he know how hard it is to plan a party? I know what you're thinking. Why would we keep such a delicious party a secret? Okay, sure. It's so folks don't show up to bonk you with brooms. But that's not the only reason. When you make something secret, you make it special. There's a regular handshake, boring. Secret handshake, booyah. Regular staircase, tiring. Secret staircase, terrific. Look at that staircase. But where does it go? That's what Miss Lee's scared of. Look at that. I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't go up that staircase. A little scary. Regular pizza party. Get that raccoon off the table. Secret pizza party. Get that raccoon another slice of pizza. He's the guest of honor. Look at normal raccoon behavior. Yeah. And then raccoon is a guest of the party. He's got a top hat on. Everybody's looking fancy. Okay, fancy pizza party. Hot diggity dog. Our pizza party is going to be so much fun. Call the pizza man and tell him to bring over his absolute finest pizza pie. Hang on a minute. You don't want the delivery guy to know where you live. He might recognize you from the posters and chase you off with a broom. It says wanted for pizza theft. That means he took the pizza and he didn't pay for it. So the raccoon is having a problem. He can't call the pizza place because he's going to get in trouble. Think, raccoon. Think. I have an idea. What's the idea? Uncle Mark's Pizza. And then that human, that's definitely a raccoon because I don't know any people that have tails. Okay. Okay now. Play it cool. You're just an honest pizza-buying citizen who left his wallet in the car. The pizza man thinks you'll be right back. This is something that happens sometimes, guys. It's an accident. One time when I was in college, I forgot my wallet in the car and I got a pizza and then I ended up driving away and I never paid the pizza place. I was planning on paying the pizza place this summer when I go back to Boston, but since I might not be going back to Boston, I might have to wait another 5 years. It happens. So then sometimes in America, if you don't have money, you go, oh, I left my wallet in the car, and then you go get it, and it's okay. But Miss Lee messed that one up. So this is causing me some flashbacks. Okay, so the pizza man thinks he'll be back with the money. Is he going to be back with the money? No. Let's go. I've planned the perfect getaway route. Around the broom factory, we make brooms. Over the Broom Enthusiasts Club. Meeting tonight, the Broom Enthusiasts Club. Gotta be scared of them brooms. Past the raccoon-sniffing broom bots. Wait a second. Raccoon-sniffing broom bots? Uh-oh. Look at that. I got a big nose on that one. So it's going to sniff out that. Oh, look at that one. It's like an airplane. That one has feet. Brooms. Run, raccoon. Run like the wind. It says Raccoon Sniffer 2000. Whew, we made it. Let's barricade the doors and pop open that pizza box. Secret pizza party. Ooh, I said that kind of loud. Sorry, pizza smell gives me the happy screams. Look at how happy that raccoon is. Also looks kind of tired. His diary says, Diary of times I ate pizza. This pizza weirdly has a beard goatee situation going on. This is a lady skating on pizzas. She's a big fan. Try not to crunch too loud. Definitely no high-fiving or music or dancing. In fact, we'd better turn off the lights and whisper just to be safe. Secret pizza party. What's the matter? Something going on. It's a big secret pizza party. Sweet sassy molassy. Look at all that pizza. Clearly, these people are much better at throwing parties than they are at keeping secrets. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Look at this. How is that a secret? They got spotlights and everything. Ooh. Okay, you're in. Just play it cool. No one suspects a thing. I love pizza. Now, would you know that that was a raccoon and not a very, very furry person? I don't know. Nobody seems suspicious. He's smiling. I think he's going to get away with it. Ugh. Uh-oh. Look at all these people's reactions. A lot of confusion. A lot of shock. Ooh, look at that guy. He's super shocked. Yikes. A raccoon in my pizza. Secret pizza party. Look at them running. We're chasing that raccoon. He took those pizzas. And that's the end. He's probably still running. Okay. So We're coming up on an hour. I should probably do a read aloud for older kids at this point because I was going to read this Saving Fiona book that I like. It's about hippos, but it takes this takes a long time to read. Oh, hi, Hito. Okay, so this one takes a really long time to read. I just saw you 2 hours ago. Let me just check. I like this book a lot because it's about a real hippo. And then after you do this read aloud or see this, you can go and look up videos of Fiona, who's a baby hippo. And she's wonderful. But it's also a lot of information in a book. So maybe today, if I'm reading to little kids, not little kids, you guys are big kids, you know what I mean. Maybe I'm going to go pick a different book off the shelf. I'll be right back. Don't leave, or whatever. I don't know. And it's only 5 people watching. I'll just get a book. Oh, it's still bright out. Yeah. Okay, I found it. I was thinking of a book, and I found it. Oh, I'm so hungry. Guys, I'm going to go eat after this, and I'm going to go eat a lot of food because this is usually I finish work around 9 o'clock, and then I can't eat anymore. Okay, here we go. This one is a very good book, and it has an Academy Award-winning short film, too. So if you want to go watch that short film later, I have no idea where it is because I'm not a YouTube person. I don't have a link prepared, but it's called The Fantastic Flying Books of Mr. Morris Lesmore, which is a mouthful. So I'm going to try to get through this book, but maybe I need some tea. Mr. Morris Lesmore, Mr. Morris Lesmore, Mr. Morris Lesmore by W.E. Joyce. Here we go. You're hungry. I'm so hungry. Okay, so hungry. This is not a book about food though, thank goodness, because Secret Pizza Party almost put me over the edge. Okay, so the little hats and stuff. The Fantastic Flying Books of Mr. Morris Lesmore, written by W.E. Joyce. Illustrated by W.E. Joyce and Joe Bloom. It's you know what? I envy the person who can write a story and also draw. Not that I can do either, but seems like an unfair balance of talents. Here we go. Morris Lesmore loved words. The pictures are over here. Okay. He loved stories. He loved books. His life was a book of his own writing, one orderly page after another. He would open it every morning and write of his joys and sorrows, of all that he knew and everything that he hoped for. See, look at that. It's Mr. Morris Lesmore. Mr. Morris Lesmore. He loves words. Actually, Miss Lee's best friend, Evie, she's kind of like this. She used to write a lot in her journals. But every story has its upsets. One day, the sky darkened, the winds blew and blew. Oh no, that looks like a tornado, guys. That looks like a tornado, although I've never heard of a tornado taking a whole house. Well, I guess the house is kind of in pieces. Poor Mr. Morris Lesmore. Till everything Morris knew was scattered, even the words in his book. Now, this is a great book to do some observation. So tell me if you see any changes over the book. Bye-bye, kiddo. Okay. Ooh, he looks sad. He didn't know what to do or which way to go, so he began to wander and wander. Wander. He's looking for something. What's he looking for, Mr. Morris Lesmore? Then a happy bit of happenstance came his way. Happenstance means like luck or chance. Rather than looking down, as had become his habit, Morris Lesmore looked up. Drifting through the sky above him, Morris saw a lovely lady. She was being pulled along by a festive squadron of flying books. Check her out. She's got flying books, and a squadron means like a big old group. Morris wondered if his book could fly, but it couldn't. It would only fall to the ground with a depressing thud. The flying lady knew Morris simply needed a good story, so she sent him her favorite. The book was an amiable fellow. Amiable means friendly. And urged Morris to follow him. Look at Morris's faces. That's the face of surprise, guys. Look at, he's like, what is this flying book doing? What would you guys do if you saw a flying book? I'd probably be freaked out, to be honest. The book led him to an extraordinary building where many books apparently nested. And they put nested in quotes, nested, like birds. So do you see any changes? Or maybe differences? Morris slowly walked inside and discovered the most mysterious and inviting room he had ever seen. It was filled with the fluttering of countless pages, and Morris could hear the faint chatter of 1,000 different stories, as if each book was whispering an invitation to adventure. That's a nice bookshelf store, whatever this, it looks like it's just, they have a lot of books. Wow. Whew, was that a sentence? Okay, let's go. Then his new friend flew up to him and landed on his arm. It held itself open, as if hoping to be read. The room rustled to life. And so, Morris's life among the books began. Okay, so somebody can tell me at this point, are we seeing a change in our character? We are. Here's a hint. Will you tell me what it is? Ooh. His life among the books began. Morris tried to keep the books in some sort of order, but they always mixed themselves up. The tragedies needed cheering up and would visit with the comedies. The encyclopedias, weary of facts, would relax with the comic books and fictions. All in all, it was an agreeable jumble. So he tried to put the books in order, and they always like to mix themselves up. Morris found great satisfaction in caring for the books, gently fixing those with fragile bindings and unfolding the dog-eared pages of others. So he's like a book doctor. He became like a book doctor. And look, he actually fixed, you can see the tape where he fixed this book too. It's in the book. Sometimes Morris would become lost in a book and scarcely emerge for days. Ooh. Look at him. He's reading and hanging on the thing. Lost in a book. Oh, beautiful. What wonderful illustrations. Oh, he's sitting down here now. Yes. Oh, I think he's done now. I don't know what this is a picture of, guys, but it kind of looks like a satellite. Maybe a spaceship? Morris liked to share the books with others. Sometimes it was a favorite that everyone loved, and other times he found a lonely little volume whose tale was seldom told. Everyone's story matters, said Morris, and all the books agreed. Might see the changes here. At night, after all the stories that needed telling had been told, and everyone had settled down to their proper places on the shelves, the great big dictionary would get in the last word. It It was then that Morris Lesmore would once again write in his own book. He wrote of his joys and sorrows, of all that he knew and everything that he hoped for. So sorrows means things that make him sad. So he wrote about happy things, but he also wrote about sad things. Sometimes it's okay to read a sad story. The days passed. So did the months. See the months. Some changes. The building is the same. And then years. And years. Does look like a library. It does look like a library, Hyogo. Okay. And Morris Lesmore became stooped. That means bent over. And crinkly. That means like wrinkly. But the books never changed. Their stories stayed the same. Now his old friends took care of him, the way he had once cared for them. And they read themselves to him each night. There's Mr. Morris Lesmore and his friend, the friendly book. Yeah, he's old. Look at that one's listening to the book's listening to the other book. Then one day, he filled the last page in his book. He looked up and said with a bittersweet sigh, I guess it's time for me to move on. What do you think that means? He's moving on. You see how they do the light, where it looks like the light's coming into the picture? That's really nice. And then you can also see, I mean, you're on a video, but there's like dust, the dust filtering in. And I think it does look like a library. So thank you for that comment. The books were sorry, but they understood. Morris put on his hat and took his cane. As he went to the door, he turned and smiled, then waved goodbye. I'll carry you all in here, he said, and pointed to his heart. Oh, the books are so sad. Mr. Morris Lesmore doesn't look so sad. But the books. It's very good. The books waved their pages, and Morris Lesmore flew away. And as he flew, he changed back to the way he'd been that long ago day when they'd all first met. It is like the lady at the beginning. Nice, good attention to detail. The books were quiet for a while. Then they noticed that Morris Lesmore had left something behind. It's his book, said his oldest friend. Inside was Morris's story, all of his joys and sorrows, all that he knew, and everything that he hoped for. Look, okay, I gotta get real close for this one. But can you see what's in his book? Can you tell what's in his book? There's a little drawing in his book. Oh, my stomach's growling. Well, look at this little book has a cane, and this little book's got like a little birthday party. But this book, the book that Mr. Morris Lesmore wrote, has got a lady flying through the air with books. Then the books heard a small, expectant sound. There, in the doorway, was a little girl. She looked around with wonder. Then something fantastic happened. Morris Lesmore's book flew up to her and opened its pages. The girl began to read. And so our story ends as it begins. You see the little girl? You see this is Mr. Morris Lesmore's book because it's got his like mark on it, his hat and his book and his cane. Little girl. Oh, I should read the last line again. And so our story ends as it began, with the opening of a book. Okay, it's weird that I see the cat now. Okay. There she is. So then what do you think is going to happen to that little girl? And you think about what's happening to the little girl. And what happened to Morris Lessmore? Where did he go? Okay, I'm going to move the cat pillow because look, it's looking at me and it's kind of freaking me out. Okay. Cat pillow. Maybe not the greatest placement. I know. You're going to go over here, cat pillow. You go here, well, this here. So look at that cat looking at me while I'm reading. Okay. So we're coming to our last book, guys, and I'm going to read like kind of like a turn down book. If you guys like this, yes, like the main character. Good job. Nice comment. So Jen, she's like the main character. Maybe she'll be taking care of the books and making sure that they don't get torn. So let's see. I'm going to do a turn down book. Will I? Should I? Hold on, I'm thinking. Sorry, I'm thinking slower than usual because I'm also hungry. When the morning. Okay, I like this one. Okay, we're gonna do this one. Dragon Knight, and this will be. Oh, I think my Instagram live's gonna end. What did you say? No, Yoda. Yeah, we're not reading Yoda because this is chapter book. I have 2 more minutes on my Instagram live, and I don't know if they're gonna let me come back, but I'm still on YouTube. And if you do want to send me a message, you can send it to me on the Instagram live and I'll be able to see it. This is going to be my last book of the night, guys, because I've been reading for almost an hour, which makes me a boss. But I have to eat dinner and go to bed. Renee is not cooking for me, Julia, because he has work, I think. Today's usually his gym day, so I think he's going to the gym. No, he's not going to the gym because it's right now. So then he's probably going to come home late. So I'm going to go eat tonkatsu, which I'm super into because I haven't gotten off of work early enough to get food this week yet, or last week. Yeah. Okay. Dragon Knight is the point here. So Dragon Knight by J.R. Krause. And I like these illustrations because they're kind of just a certain numbers of colors, so it doesn't use a lot of colors like the last book we read, but it's very graphic looking, so then you can do a lot with just 4 or 5 colors. Graphic design tip, I guess. Okay, so here we go. Oh, I'm gonna restart. Oh, here we go. Delete this video. I mean, do I get to do a start again? I don't know how to do this. I guess they just let me do it infinite times. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, I'm back. So, Dragon Knight by J.R. Krause, I believe. I'm memorizing this. Yes. So here we go. Georgie is afraid of the dark. It's too dark with the lights off, too quiet with everyone asleep. And being alone makes everything worse. There's Georgie in his room. Suddenly, Georgie's favorite book falls to the floor with a thump. The pages flutter open, sparking and crackling. Oh, that's what we know with music. Here we go. It says St. George and the Dragon. Oh, see some crackling. A brilliant light fills the room, and a dragon steps out. He's literally coming out of the book. Look at that. So, Georgie has never seen a real dragon before. Shh, I'm running away, whispers the dragon. I'm afraid of the night. I'm afraid of the night too, says Georgie. Then let's run away together, says the dragon. So then, just for the kids who are reading along, oh no, they're backwards. I don't know how to make these words go forward. So then the dragon is afraid of the night, and Georgie is also afraid of the night. Georgie scales the dragon's bumpy back. Together they launch from the window. The dragon spreads its great wings, and up they soar, high into the dark night sky. Far below, a carnival sparkles like pirate treasure. Merry music floats up with joyful cries. There is no night down there, says Georgie. There is no night, replies the dragon slowly, but there is a castle. So they fly on. So Georgie says, I don't like, let's go there. There's no night down there. And the dragon says, oh, but there's a castle. That's too dangerous. So they fly on. Soon, an endless blanket of city lights shines below. Horns honk and sirens wail on the busy streets. There is no night down there, says Georgie. There is no night, replies the dragon carefully, but there is a king. So they fly on. Okay, I wanted to see if you can spot the king. Hey, Hyogo, welcome back. Or I welcome me back because I was the one who left. So the dragon spotted a king and says, "Nope, that's too dangerous. Too. I don't want to do that. No, thank you." It says the Candy King Company. So it's a candy store. Next, they soar over a bright, noisy baseball game. The crowd roars like a magnificent waterfall. There is no night down there, says Georgie. But there he is, replies the dragon, on a very peculiar horse. Very strange horse. Okay, so then Georgie said, there's no night down there. We could go there. And the dragon says, no, there he is. And he's riding a very strange horse. What's up with that horse? This is funny. Georgie and the dragon fly on quietly. I think we are talking about two different things, says the dragon gently. Georgie is thinking. But why is a big dragon like you afraid of the night? He asks. Georgie. I think it looks like Georgie's holding on to a tiny little dragon. Because the night hates me, cries the dragon. He carries a heavy sword, and he always wants to fight. Georgie doesn't know what to say. He never thought of it that way before. So this is the dragon is scared of the knight with the sword, always wants to fight. So he ran away in the book. Oh, he's got a hold. They sail silently down to a grassy field. You know, says the dragon, the night is dark, but it's not always scary. Georgie isn't so sure. Look, says the dragon, without the darkness of the night, we wouldn't see the stars. Georgie had never seen shooting stars before. Miss Lee's seen a couple. They're very cool. I love shooting stars. Listen, says the dragon. The night is quiet and peaceful. Georgie hears crickets play a soothing song. Before long, he curls up against the warm dragon and drifts off to sleep. It's nice. The crickets are down here. Little pages. But night doesn't last forever. As the sun rises, Georgie and the dragon swoop back home. Now the dragon is worried. In the daylight, everyone can see me. You need to hide, says Georgie. Yeah, I think that the dragon definitely needs to hide. Dragon's worried. I'm worried too now. But there is no place big enough for the dragon to hide. I like that one. What's my favorite? Sometimes cats do that. They'll put their head in something and then they'll think, I'm hiding. They're not. They're trying. Now Georgie is worried. You belong in the book, he says. But I want to stay here with you, cries the dragon. A tear bubbles up and steams like hot tea. The dragon quietly sniffs. I'm still afraid of the night. Yeah, we've got a problem here. The dragon's still afraid of the night. I guess if I was a dragon and a night was very scary, oh, this doesn't seem like a fighting dragon. Look at, there's the toy. Georgie's dragon toy. How do we solve this problem? I have an idea, says Georgie. I'll make a new book for you with a friendly knight. Will the knight carry a heavy sword? Asks the dragon. Instead of a sword, the knight will have a baseball and a glove, replies Georgie. It's a different kind of sword. Will the knight want to fight? Asks the dragon. Instead of fighting, the knight loves to play catch, replies Georgie. What if the knight doesn't like me? Asks the dragon. Don't worry, says Georgie. I'll help you. He turns the page. So then what do you think Georgie is going to write about then? The dragon is really upset. The dragon is actually making quite a lot of tears. He turns the page. Ooh, nice drawing. And draws a carnival with a carousel, a candy shop filled with tasty treats, a big empty baseball field, and the knight waiting for a friend. So there's Georgie's drawing. That's a great drawing. I don't know. I think I'd be okay with a carnival. Oh, there's no roller coaster. Yeah, I'd be okay with a carnival. The book is ready, says Georgie. You'll like this story. Thank you, replies the dragon. A dazzling light fills the room once again as the dragon steps into the book and gently waves goodbye. Look at the Georgie at their friends. Do you think that Georgie is going to miss the dragon? Wow, Georgie actually, now that I'm looking at it, Georgie has a lot of dragon stuff. He's got a dragon book here, dragon toy. It's a dragon lamp. There's another dragon over here. Georgie likes a dragon. Okay. Now every night after a flight, whoa. Oh, yeah. So now every night after a flight, Georgie and the dragon snuggle up and read their new favorite book. Good night, says the dragon as Georgie turns the last page. Good night, says the Georgie. Then, says the Georgie. Good night, says Georgie. Then together in the dark and quiet night, they fall fast asleep. So this one says Georgie and Dragon. So I guess that's the book he wrote, is the Georgie and Dragon. That's nice. And that's the end. It says the dedication's at the end. For Conrad, in loving memory of his mom, Caitlin oh boy, sorry guys. Kosakowski. I butchered that. Okay. So guys, that's the last reading that I'm going to do. I hope that I will post the live video and I'll put little tabs in so that you can see where the books are. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to go eat my body weight in food because I'm so hungry. And maybe if this is something that people enjoy, then I can do it like once a week. We'll see, depending on my schedule. I will, tomorrow I have a full day of camp. So then I think the next time that I can do this again is probably Saturday, which, I mean, eventually we're all going back to school, right? I mean, I say we, but I mean you guys. So then I will see you later. Goodbye. I'm going to put a hand on this so that I can wave it at you. Okay. Yes, some of you I'll see tomorrow. Okay. Anyways, good night, guys. I will see you later. Okay. I'm gonna post the video now. I think I've never ended one. Okay. Bye, guys. Hope you have a good night. Stay safe. Eat food. Go to sleep. Good night. Good night with a K. Good night with an N. Bye bye. Going to end it.